Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery with a 14 by 14 inch canvas and OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula made by Good Grips and available for purchase on my Amazon link. My Amazon link is on my link tree. My link tree is under Show More along with my paint pouring recipe. I have color art products and I am going to use the Chantilly lace for a background layer. I used to use a different brand, but I think I owe it to myself to try this. One more around the outside edge. And I think I can make it cover. I hope so. It's not, I don't call it the world's greatest paint spreading spatula for nothing. So I just need a wet layer of paint, and it's not impossible that some of it will get left uncovered. This looks like it's working out pretty well actually, except for that one little thing that does not belong. I don't think less would have worked out any better though. Alright, so I've got some Mayan gold and some cell activator that's Aussie Floetrol with Decor Americana 24 karat gold and golden iridescent gold. Not the finest stuff, but the next stuff down. And it usually sells from underneath, but the last time I used it in conjunction with the Mayan gold, it worked out pretty well. So I'm just going to do that again. Because you can't have too much gold, I don't think. And I'm going to give myself another line of Chantilly lace. And one of French silk also, which is a very buttercream iridescent. And then I'm going to try and use some of the more natural coppery metallic looking colors and some pinkish ones. I'm going to start with the pink dahlia. Now I'd like to really sometime, I'm going to just do dollops across, but this is not that time, because I think that would take much longer than I have to give. This is the Baltic Amber. This is delicious. I'm intending on using both the black and the white cell activators with Amsterdam black and white. This is the Bonfire. I think I'm going to bring in some Tuscan Sun, although it's kind of yellow for what I want. Let me think about this. There's some golden poppy. I think that's what I'll use instead. Oh yeah, no, that's perfect. That's a gorgeous color. I'm going to use the Ambrosia right down the middle. I have some rich Auburn. And I'm going to sort of hold back on and keep in mind the black iris. This is the rich Auburn. I really want to put some of that black iris in right now. I'm thinking it may be purple too. Maybe I'll just put a few dots in, see what happens. That is the black iris. It reminds me of Payne's Gray, although it's really not Payne's Gray, because Payne's Gray has more blue in it as far as I'm concerned. So I haven't been using my spatula today to swipe, but it's very tempting to do so. I'm going to grab a dish and a small card or two. See if I have, You'd think I'd have that handy, wouldn't ya? Let's grab a small card. That's the perfect small card right there. I am going to maybe use purple with this, but right now I'm going to start with black and some white. And I'm going to have to make sure I grab a little more paint the next time I press in. Maybe not so much like that, more like that. I'm going to grab a scrape dish. I like to be able to have some paint to use on my edges. I'm really tempted to put something back in there. Just because I'm not overly super thrilled. Although it probably would have worked itself out in time, because cells do continue to grow. I'm going to start with the white this time. Go to the black. I'm definitely thinking about purple though. I am recycling, which may or may not be a good idea. My cell activator. I think it'll be alright. I've got that gold I have not used, which is Australian Floetrol. Did I say Decor Americana 24 karat gold, and some iridescent gold. I've also got some orange, which I'm really tempted to use with the gold right here on this end. Maybe with a little black. Don't know why that kept gapping, but I don't want it there. So, back to my favorite so far was the first one. But usually that's because the cells are expanding. And this is turning out quite nicely. And obviously I'm not allergic to going back and double swiping. Little white, little black. Let's try some gold this time too. The orange didn't seem to make much difference. I'm going to have to get used to those little spots that are dragging. I've got beautiful colors. I think I'm just going to use them right there. I think it's going to be pretty. Now I wonder if maybe I have a card the width of the center, and I do. So I'm going to use that. Make sure that I don't have any little paint tabs hanging off to drag. There's the white. There's the black. Kind of want to just let it go all the way down across the front. That was a little tricky, but very cool actually. I don't know if you noticed. Oh, it's crooked. Oh well. I'll use a straw and blow some stuff around and it'll be better. At least that's my story for now, and I'm sticking with it. I'm using two hands. Pulling all the way down. I like the difference between the width. I don't think I'm going to I know I want that thing out of here. Now I did sort of promise myself that I could use another color like turquoise or purple, and I haven't decided if that's actually going to be the case yet. I do like how the black iris came out. I do want to take some of this paint, put it right down across the edge, push it back. There, I think I'm going to like this a lot. And borrow some paint right there. Go for my last section and call it very organic. I'm probably going to use a straw like I have earlier tonight to blow into some patterns. See if I can reveal some other colors. I want to make sure I have enough cell activator and or enough paint. That was risky. I think I'm always better off with two hands. And just use my card. Clean off the card along the edge. And then just touch it down below and let the colors fill in. Now it's time for the straw. And I see I would like to use a small palette knife I forget I actually used paint in those gaps. There is paint underneath. So they're not really canvas showing, but I'm also not minding what I just did either. I think this here can become more interesting. I do like occasionally to drag a spatula through. And sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not doing much, which is kind of what I'm feeling like at the moment. But cells have not continued to expand. I want my little tool, if I have it, and to use a little bit of white cell activator. Right in there. And maybe, this is bugging me, that spot. It's got to go. And maybe some black or some purple over here, or some orange. I think the black is what's coming next. Maybe the black and the white. I added a few lines to one of my last pieces and I like the result quite a bit. Just use my residuals on the very edge so I have something headed down over to cover the sides. I've got plenty of paint in my scrape dish and plenty of paint on my swipe card to use to cover those edges. Let's see if I want to use the straw some more. You know what? I like the idea of that. I did spirals earlier, and I might want to do some spirals now. Nope, that doesn't bother me a bit. If you want a small one, just twist the end. I've got 3 minutes to tell you guys I do sell my artwork, and my email address is below the link tree. The link tree is under Show More, directly under the video. If you'd like to help my studio continue to make tutorials for YouTube, I'd appreciate you knowing that I run a monthly drawing for contributors through PayPal. You can find the icon to make a contribution if you'd like to on my YouTube channel banner on the bottom right hand corner. And also the link is on the link tree, along with Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook groups. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is a Facebook group for students. Yes, I changed its trajectory. It's my favorite word recently. I'm going to do that too. I really do like spirals. You can tell. And I don't feel like being shy about it right now at all. The cells make a great base for them. Even a couple at a time. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint and probably look in a nice hard light. I'll try and shimmer that at you. There are some beautiful cells. Maybe we'll give it a quick torch first. All pretty neutral colors. I didn't choose to go ahead and do the purple or the turquoise or the blue or whatever I was thinking about, which would still be nice in another painting. I will try and shimmer this at you. Ooh, that's, wow. That's very, very pretty. Hopefully you can see some of that. Let's zoom in so you have a better shot at it. So, what have I not told you guys? There's over 2,400 videos that you can actually see, organized by topic and genre, and by the 100. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can always ask me, because I have them nicely linked and stashed. This is very, very, very sparkly and gorgeous. And I'm thinking maybe if I zoom in even closer, it might work out. I have too many lights on in here tonight. I'm a little dubious as to whether this is going to work. But I do see that I want a spiral right there, even if it's okay. That's my cue for being gone. Thank you guys for all the wonderful comments, and thank you for the donations that help keep me painting all this time. I love you guys. You inspire the heck out of me. I've just checked out a few other artists, and evidently I'm doing very badly. Not leading anybody in anything, but I like to think that I'm different, and I'm so glad that you're here and that you help me stay here. So thank you very much. Shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you, and it helps me out. Pixels.com, Fine Art America. Teespring Clothing is now Spring Clothing. Society 6. And lots of other things. Anything you decide to purchase is probably a big assistance to me. Thank you very much for being here. I post 7 days a week at midnight and noon. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask. I'll get back to you. My community board will show you tomorrow's video more often than not. I'm liking all that, but I'm loving the spirals more than anything. They're just sweet. I hope to see you guys anon. Take care.